Hi, Shawna Karrasch here with another Ask Shawna answer. Okay, this question comes from, is it Odile? Odile? O-D-I-L-E? Anyway, it's a nice name, just interesting. Haven't heard it. Anyway, her question is, when I'm facing my little pony Diego and I wish to go to his side, he always shifts his hindquarters to his left. I just started your exercise with a clicker, so what I'd like to know now is how I can use a clicker, my body language, to help him. Thank you. And you know what? This is tricky for a lot of the brand new horses. A lot of times they're taught to face you at all times. So a lot of times natural horsemanship does that, so it's hard to move to their side when they're standing. They want to turn and face you, so that makes it a challenge. Or it's just a natural thing where they want to just put the food source at their head. So one of the things I do is as I start to work on doing that, one, you can use the target, which will keep their head straight. So you know, like when we first start, I like to stand shoulder to shoulder, teach them to turn their head away. So that's good. That's just their basic manners. That's where we get started. So then what I'll start to do is add the target, and then I'll just put a hand back on their shoulder and click and reinforce for them standing quietly for that. Hand back on their shoulder, click and reinforce quietly for that. Next thing I do is move back a little bit further and start to click and reinforce. So the target helps to keep them still and focused and holding in that position, but allows you to get to move to their side a little bit. So sometimes and also what will help is while they're still eating and chewing, a lot of times they're not so interested in seeking food. So a lot of times they'll be content where they are, and they'll just feed him a lot for doing something good. As he's eating, you can kind of maybe walk back like just to, move your hand down twice, click and reinforce. What you want to start doing is clicking and reinforcing for the tactile to be on his withers, on his barrel, somewhere where you can then eventually get the rest of you there. So he starts learning, when I feel that there, just hold still. And very quickly he'll get it. It's just that there's one sticky point where they just want to be with you. So the target will help. Another thing that helps sometimes too is if you position them, as long as this doesn't feel like pressure to him or something that he doesn't, that might scare him or worry him. But a lot of times if you put them, so there's a fence next to you or a wall or something like that, and as you kind of start to move back, it's not so easy for them to shift their body around, so it's easier to get back a little bit. So you can kind of tinker with those things, and I think you'll find a solution in there. So you try those little things. Remember, just look for the little increments first. I know you want to be able to just march to the side, which is really, we should be able to walk all the way around them any side, anywhere. But for now, you just need to look for those little increments and say, yes, you're on the right track. So that'll communicate to him just that he's on the right track. So kind of try those different things. Let me know if you're still having some issues, and maybe I can film something for you. But I think you'll get it sorted out with just a little bit of patience, a little bit of creativity, and trying to see what works and helps him out. Anyway, I hope that helps you out, or anybody else having those similar type of challenges with their horses. It's one I see a lot when the horses first get clicker trained. Anyway, until next time, my name is Shawna Karrasch. Don't hesitate to go to AskShawna.com with more questions. All right, bye guys.